Hey guys, James here today and welcome back to another Sims 4 building video. Today we are back in the estate home, the mansion, and if you haven't seen the other videos in this playlist, it will be linked down below and on screen so you can go check that out to catch up to where we are today, or if you just want to watch the room, that's fine too. Today we're doing the garage. Now obviously the Sims 4 doesn't actually have garages or cars, at least not yet. Maybe in the future it will. That'd be cool. Please? Thanks guys, that'd be great. So what I've done instead is I've made this sort of fake garage, and I'm using the garage doors that came in City Living because they had them as a, I don't know, you couldn't interact with them, could you? I think that was decorative, but there was one that was like painted like had graffiti all over it. Anyway, they work really well to create like fake garages. You just put them on the wall. They're just wall decorations, and I put them on the outside, and I put them on the inside as well. So, you know, the door looked like it was on both sides and not just one. And then I used a toy car, and you scale it up to roughly around the same size that a car would be. I always just kind of estimate it, and it usually looks okay. I think it's about the right size. I don't know if you need move objects for that to scale up. Maybe. I don't know. But if you do want to check out some tutorials on move objects, because this room, we're actually doing a lot of stuff with move objects in here. So I actually just made the garage a little bit smaller because we have that 1x2 room just behind those shelves there is actually just going to be a room for a toilet. Basically, we're having a separate detached toilet just in here. Basically a WC or a wash closet, especially because this is a big sort of, it's supposed to be a British countryside home, kind of like that. So I was like, that's perfect for this style of house. So we'll get that there, the sort of separate detached toilet. That's going to be opposite the laundry, which is going to be here in the garage, which I don't know how, well, I don't know how accurate that is. Probably not very. I think the garage is not probably your typical... I mean, maybe. I feel like, though, in a house like this, you probably have a separate laundry. Maybe before the garage. But typically in a smaller house, you just have the laundry in the kitchen. I think that's what a lot of British homes do for most of it. But I don't know about a house this size. Let me know in the comments down below where the laundry would be. But anyway, in this particular case, I put the laundry here because it was the best place to do it. And I think it worked. It worked out really well with the layout in the end because we have the clothesline just outside of the kitchen area, and this door from the garage goes through the kitchen and then directly outside. So it's all sort of really close together, which is super handy. Now, I was trying to find all these items like that are basically, you know, your tools, your workshop looking stuff, because this is a garage, so this is probably where we're going to keep a lot of the outdoorsy stuff. So we're getting like the hose, we're getting the pitchfork, the shovel. I'm essentially just getting them out at the moment. I think I moved them around anyway. I think they've changed places because I'm just trying to figure out the layout. Now, that sink, by the way, was like so perfect for this. I love this. I love using that sink for... well, actually, not even for anything, just when I can. Because normally I wouldn't use that sink in the kitchen, but I think for a laundry, it is like the best sink. It is so handy. So we've got the washer and dryer just there, right by the door, so it's supposed to be pretty easy to get in there. I'm hoping that when we get into the gameplay of this house, which, by the way, we've started, part 47, the finale of my Seasons Rags to Riches. We moved into this house, and it is complete winter. It's covered in snow. It's really cool. But anyway, we've just started playing in it. Not sure how well the laundry is going to work because the house is quite big. There were some suggestions when I was building this house on the live streams to just do a bunch of hampers in the garage, because when your Sims change, their clothes automatically go to hampers no matter where they are on the lot. So you could just put them all in here, so all the clothes would automatically teleport there. And the reason you do that is so that you don't have to go around to each room of the house and empty all the hampers and then put it in the dryer. And it essentially would save time with walking. But we also happen to have a maid that does the laundry, so I don't know that it would matter that much, but you could do that. Anyway, so I just did that sort of pre-populated shelf up there above the counters of the laundry area. And I was like, for any garage, for a house this big, we gotta have like a poker table, right? We gotta have like a games table. I was gonna do Don't Wake the Llama, but then I was like, oh my god, no, we got like this perfect cards table. Like this is perfect for a garage. And I decided to just put it on a little angle like that because rather than having it perfectly lined up, I thought that was a little bit nicer. Would have been great if it was a circular card table, because that'd be like perfect, but that's good enough. And then we're gonna do a few like dog decorations as well, like some of the leads and all that. just hanging there. Because obviously we've got Scooby. We need someone to keep all his stuff as well, all the extra bits and bobs. And so I'm just kind of trying to piece all these bits together. Like, I really want this garage to feel like it is cluttered and it is full. Like I was talking about when we did the kitchen, which if you didn't see that video, I was talking about how I was trying to make the house feel really lived in, really realistic in that sense. Like, it's just cluttered, but like a normal human amount of clutter. You know what I mean? Like, it's not... I'm trying not to purposely style it. I am. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, I'm trying to make it look lived in, but also still naturally lived in, and not like we've just placed everything there to look like it. Oh yeah, so we put that fridge in here. We even got the crappier fridge because we're like, when on the live stream, a lot of you guys that were watching along were like, oh, you gotta have a beer fridge. You gotta have a beer fridge, and it's gotta be crappy. So we got that old crappy fridge and put it in there. So you can get out your sweet, sorry, not beers, your juices and your nectars and all that kind of stuff. Did I leave that hamper there? I feel like maybe it did. I don't know. No, we do have a hamper there. Now these shelves, so this is where we actually get into a lot of move objects because these shelves are actually super annoying. I really, really love these shelves for sort of storage builds or, garages like this. I think they're really good for just filling in, I don't know, those shelves are like the perfect storage looking shelf. I don't know. I really, really like them. But the slots on them are terrible. You can barely place anything on them. For some reason, there's like no way you can place stuff. So I'm using move objects and then I'm raising items up. So if you do watch my move objects tutorial, which I would have linked somewhere down below or on screen, I tell you how to move items up and down as well. And I'm basically just picking out items that look like they'd be cluttered in the garage. I don't know, like this bucket filled with random, I guess, camping stuff by the looks of it. I mean, that makes sense. Like, you just have it here stored in the garage. And then over on the left there, we have those 2 decoration boxes, again, just stored on the shelf. We've got some little gardening things. So a lot of these things are... They don't actually place up here, but with move objects, you can make it look like they do. And I was like, oh, I've got this big toy tub as well that they've just shoved in here. Maybe toys that we don't use anymore. That is shoved away. So I'm essentially packing these shelves filled with stuff. I love this one. I love that piece with the sort of briefcase and then like all the books on top of it. So nice. I really love that. And then we're getting like a cooler, which I think was one of the suggestions from you guys as well. I was like, that's like a perfect item to put on one of these shelves. like a little cooler. So good. Yeah, so that's essentially what I'm doing. Like, it's just like one of those little tedious things where you go through, you choose the items. Oh, I love this item too. I think I use this elsewhere in the house as well. It just looks like a big chest. It looks like a big chest. I don't know what's in there. It's actually a TV stand, but it looks like a big chest, and it's like perfect. Like, they maybe just stored some stuff in that trunk and just put it up there. Like, yeah, let's just leave it there. That's fine. So we're changing the lights because we're like, this is a garage. I think probably just the single hanging bulbs are more fitting for a garage than the built-in down lights. And then this is like the little wash closet here. So like, if you don't know what this is, basically just a toilet. And then I put in a bunch of decorations around it as well because I wanted to make it feel like not just a toilet in a room. Like I think I do. There's like a shelf above it with some incense, I think, and then like I was trying to make it nice. Like, so if people ever needed to use it, I don't think I'll ever purposely make people use it in the game. I mean, maybe I will, but the Sims will probably autonomously use this toilet, but I don't really want them to use it. I guess maybe we could, if I can, I wish you could just like have a I guess you can have a decorative. I was gonna say I wish you could have a decorative toilet. I mean, you can if you just block it and they can't get to it, or just lock. You know what? Or just lock the door. Well, that's a better idea. Just lock the door. That works too. Yep, fair call. I really wish we had really tiny sinks as well. Like, you could just like a wall sink that could just go right on the wall, like a really, really tiny one. Because you can definitely have bathrooms like that. Like an old apartment I used to live in had a separate toilet. Obviously, it had the full main bathroom that had a bath in it and a shower. But then the toilet was across the hall just like this. But it also had a little sink in it, so you didn't need to go in the other bathroom to wash your hands. So if you could fit a little sink in there, that'd be great. So I do have a bin there. Actually, I wonder if that toilet is usable. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Yeah, so I made sure to actually put a bunch of stuff in here. I was going to do candles there. Then I thought about the incense because, like, oh my god, incense makes... That's so good because it's like you make it smell nice. You get some good vibes when you go in there. I mean, you're going in a little brick box, so the least it could do is smell nice instead of smelling like a disgusting, like, dunny or something. So I was like, yep, you know what, that's pretty good. So, and then the plunger as well. This is a debug item. I don't know if I have a tutorial on buy debug. It's not that hard to do though. It's like bb.show hidden objects. Then you search debug in the menu and you just find all these little items that your Sims use that you can't normally buy. So put like a fire extinguisher over there, a little plunger next to the toilet for when it gets clogged. All of that kind of paraphernalia just to add into the details of the garage. So here we are now in the garage, all finished up. So like I said, a lot of move object stuff here just to populate all the shelves, and then just trying to use items that would probably realistically be in a garage, like just the tool storage, the hoses, the leashes, and we obviously have our little laundry built on there. Got our car over there, which is actually a toy, but you know, people don't need to know that. We got the hanging light bulbs, got a couple of little windows there, but I am so happy with this garage. I really like this garage. I think it's one of my favorite rooms in the house just because of the clutter and because of the shelves. I don't know, there's something about those shelves. I love them. I really, really do. So you can download this room separately on the gallery, which I'll link down below, or the whole house if you want. Here's our little toilet. This won't be on the gallery, unfortunately, because it's a separate room, so I apologize for that, but everything else is. So, yeah, that is the little garage, which I'm really excited for. We got to make sure we actually play some games here in the gameplay. Like we gotta use this. And we got the laundry there. So this room should actually be used, which is good because while the garage is obviously a decorative room, because I mean everything else in here is pointless, I at least try to give it some purpose by adding in the laundry and adding in the games table and a fridge, which I imagine that sometimes Sims will come and use if they choose to do so. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Make sure to leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. And have an awesome day.